Gasoline is a transparent petroleum-derived liquid that is used partially as fuel in internal combustion. As a matter of fact, a 42-gallon barrel of crude oil yields about 14 gallons of gasoline. This crude oil is processed and refined in an oil refinery, where it is later processed into products such as heating oil and petroleum gas. What do we really use gas for? How about, to state the obvious, we say cars. Now, only 12% of Canadian workers take the public transit. Now that the other 88% endure a daily commute to and from work behind the wheel, using somewhat rude forms of sign language to communicate to their fellow commuters. If that didn't hit you, let's use some more numbers. Daily, 13.5 million drivers commute to work behind the wheel. Private vehicle commuters spend an average of 23.7 minutes getting to work. Our search for the answer to why gas prices have dropped started with the ones closest to us, our teachers.
Falling gas prices, that's the other big story we're following.
Really are getting low. In fact, they're at an almost 4-year low. Even so, some people are still busy.
So why are the gas prices dropping?
Do I know why they've dropped? For economic reasons, and there's a lot of politics that are involved in that. So if you affect another's economy by dropping oil prices, then they're the ones that are being affected abroad, not us. Okay. There's an underlying reason.
Do you know why the gas prices have dropped?
I have some speculations, but I don't know exactly sure. Maybe Mr. Murati might be able to answer that question better.
We continued our journey looking for answers.
No place to go. Goodbye, baby. Yes, I'm going. Yes, I'm going. Goodbye, baby.
No? After 5 minutes in the gas station, getting nowhere, we continued our journey.
With all hope lost, there was one place to try, the library.
No? Thanks.
So, with a numerous amount of people not knowing exactly why gas prices have dropped, we decided to ask an expert. Why are gas prices dropping?
Gas prices is according to what I've read so far. The gas prices is lower just because supply is higher than demand. Demand is low. Now, if we're going to go into why supply is higher, reason being is that OPEC, the organization of petroleum of exporting countries, has not cut production. And there are a few reasons why they have not cut production. First reason being for them not to cut production is they are looking at the Western world, mostly Canada and the United States. Canada, United States, let's go back to 2011. 2011, North America, I would say, was we were exporting 1.7 million barrels per day from OPEC. Fast forward a little bit to 2012, we were exporting only 1 million. And as of 2014, which was last year, the gas, what we were importing from OPEC has gone to 0.6 million barrels per day. So what is that telling you is that according to a statement made by the United States, is North America would like to be independent. By 2020, we should be self-sufficient for oil.
How do we do that?
Well, United States, we have the tar sand in Canada, as you know, and United States have what we call a shale oil. Shale oil is basically you're extracting the product off a rock, which is a very complex system. It costs a lot to do that. Tar sand, we all know it's expensive. So by making that statement and looking at the figures that we just discussed about how much OPEC is losing from us becoming independent of their oil. So OPEC is saying, okay, so we are spending in Canada about $30 billion a year in project. That is in tar sand, shale oil, you name it. So that $30 billion that we are spending in 1 year is a result of gas prices, crude being at around 100 liters a barrel. So it's very simple math. So OPEC said, okay, so you are spending that kind of money, $30 billion a year, on project. Let's see how you're going to do if we cut down that. We keep supply, price goes down, obviously there's less demand, and we see if crude prices goes down to 50, 30, and today Iran came out. Iran say we're going to withstand the pricing until it comes down to $25 a barrel. So $25 a barrel, let's look back a little bit. As of last year, July, August, price per barrel for crude was at $1.07. So let's look back today where Iran is saying it can bring it down to $25. So imagine how many companies will go bankrupt in North America. We already seen 1,000 people get laid off from Suncor, my company. You also have other company like Shell have 300 people lay off in Fort Mac, and there's going to be a lot more. We are dependent of oil, North America, especially Canada. We produce a lot, and as I say, we want to be independent. But so that goes back to OPEC says, let's just hold back. Let's keep production as it is. Let the price goes down. And if you want to be 2020 to be level with being independent of self-sufficient with gas, then 2020 we should go back to OPEC, because we will not be able to sustain the production, or we won't be able to invest any money into production.
Dropping gas prices can yield both positive and negative effects, mostly negative due to the CO2 emissions being released into our atmosphere and the fact that no more oil will be left. It is estimated that there are 1.3 trillion barrels of oil left in the world. If this is the case, what will we do without it? After all, oil is a non-renewable substance and there's no other way to get it back. Will we be able to live without oil?